Be as good as a sighted person, or even better sometimes. Well, my name is Peter Chin. I started in 1967, August 1967, and I taught until 1997. During the Japanese occupation, I was about 3 years old. I think I got measles, and also I was very sickly because I couldn't take milk. And in those days, they didn't understand about lactose intolerance. So I was having very bad diarrhea. So because of the malnutrition and the sickness and all that, the measles virus and everything got into my eyes. So I became blind at the time. The English lady said I was so thin, so she rushed me to the hospital, and that saved my life. So she took me back to St. Nicholas, and gradually I learned to walk and talk. There was no printer, no braille printer and nothing. So it was very difficult to get books. We didn't have any books to use. So our education was very poor. But we managed to finish what those days we call Standard 6. And then another lady came to be in charge of St. Nicholas, and she managed to get me a scholarship to Australia. And there was a blind teacher there. It was ordinary school, but there was a blind teacher. So I was wondering to myself, what can I do after I finish work? Because there was no opening for the blind in Malaysia. So I said, maybe if a blind person can teach in Australia, maybe I'll try to be a teacher. The most difficult is I cannot write on the board. So what I did was I got a reader who would write on the whiteboard, and so that students could read from the whiteboard and copy from the whiteboard. It's very hard to discipline because the students can do all kinds. Students are very naughty. So discipline is a big problem.
Despite how hard it is, Mr. Peter still have his way to do so. His former students have a deep memory about it too.
They throw things they throw the aeroplane paper, they this and that Some they stand up because Mr. Peter can't see us doing that, you see. So the student will take the advantage of that and do all these naughty things And finally, he said that since we are not interested in learning, by the way that we behave, because he can hear all the noises, all that, and it's very disrespectful, in such thing. He closed his thick brown book, the thick book. He closed it. He closed the book and put in the leather bag, and he just walked out. Then, as I was sitting in front, I could see the tears in his eyes now. And I rush out to assist him, to usher him into the staff room, So when I came back to my class, and saw the facial expression of my classmate, I knew that they have learned their lesson.
Although Mr. Peter's journey was filled with many difficulties, it was also marked by the kindness of many individuals who supported him along the way.
I think the most satisfying is when my ex-students contacted me and say we invite you to go to lunch and all that. So I never expected that. And they remembered me and they even found how to contact me and invited me for lunch and all that.
All of us, when we meet, we remember Mr. Peter Chin very fondly, and a man who inspired us. Despite your problems in life, you can achieve what you want if you put your heart, your determination, your soul into it. He not only taught what he was supposed to teach, like grammar in English and civics, the way of life. So those days they focused a bit on the way of life we should lead, coexist, and this sort of thing. When he went on to to teach the art of living. I mean, we learned the art of living from him. Like me, I was from quite a poor family. So that was bugging me quite a bit, how am I going to struggle? It's so difficult. I have to come to school hungry at times. But when I come to school and when I see Mr. Peter Chin, having gone through what he went through, and he's standing there teaching me, and I thought, hey, that's what life should be. That's what determination should be. Should pull you through under any circumstances.
After retiring from teaching, Mr. Peter discovered a new passion for playing musical instruments in St. Nicholas Home Chapel every Friday, bringing joy to the residents through his heartfelt performances.
Well, because I enjoy, because I feel that people appreciate my music and helping people to worship God. So, because God has been very good to me and helped me a lot.
Mr. Peter, at first when I meet him during 2020, I actually quite amazed by him because he's a visual impaired, but he can play a keyboard in the chapel. So through this workshop, right, he can actually encourage the others visually impaired to not fail, to face a new thing, to learn about keyboard music, because he actually can play the keyboard without a score. So means that he can do, and he can remember all these notes of the music without any, books or a notes pad. So this is something to encourage the others, especially the young one, for them to try. Do not give up. Please try. This is something, a motivation, a very positive impact. So he actually also show us, the spirit that he has, and the leader that he has, because you understand that the worship, the singer must be work together with the keyboard player. If not, the music like you play yourself, I sing myself, then it will be very noisy and very messy. But through this, he actually showed that he also learned, as a lead, and also that he actually show the collaboration to the singer so that they can, work as a team.
After the chapel services, Mr. Peter had no idea that a special surprise awaited him. For the first time in 50 years, he reconnected with his former students through an online video call.
How are you, sir?
So okay for my age, okay.
How old are you, sir?
81 plus.
Okay, I'm 70.
At least I can still walk, I can still talk.
Yeah, you look good. You look good. I'm 70 this year. I think Sam is 68. The rest
Yeah, we're all growing old.
Mr. Peter never expected a call from his former students. Reconnecting after so many years brought a surge of emotions. Mr. Peter has walked a long journey, enlightening and inspiring many along the way.
Thank you for making me a good human being. Because that's the most important lesson in life, to learn how to be a good human being. Thank you, Mr. Peter Chin.
Finally, to Mr. Peter Chin, I, on behalf of my former classmate of Form 5 Science, year 1974, would like to wish him good luck, good health, and may God bless you.
As the guiding light, his journey will continue to inspire the future generation.